Hey everyone, and welcome back to the channel. Today we have another army showcase for you. Today on the table is Rohan, probably my favorite army in the Lord of the Rings. This army was painted when I came back to the hobby in late 2019, early 2020. So not up to the standard that I would say that my painting is today. But I'm kind of hesitant to repaint them. That being said, with the new Riders of Rohan that have come out, I'm probably going to look at repainting the entire force. But we shall have a look at what they are now, and if I do decide to repaint the entire force, then we'll do another short army showcase of like a before and after. So let's head down to the table and have a look at the army. Let's go. So here we have the Rohan force. The majority of this was from the Battle for the Pelennor Fields box, which is actually the box that got me back into the hobby. It came up as a recommendation on Facebook, I believe, and I didn't know this game was still going. So I picked up the box, I opened it up, I read the rulebook, I looked at the models and goes, these are the same models that I had back in the 2000s. 2001, when I believe the game first came out. Apart from a couple of new ones, like Theoden, the new Theoden model. But yes, the majority of this is from the Battle for the Pelennor Fields box. So let's have a look at what we have. Obviously down here, starting with Theoden himself. Pretty happy with this paint job, to be honest. Like I say, it's one of the first models that I painted coming back, other than the Gondor Force. Knowing what I know now, I could probably go back over him with just a few little details and be quite happy with him. And my edge highlighting is quite harsh, but you know, I could just blend that down with a little bit of a glaze, and I think it'd be absolutely fine. I was quite impressed with this model. It's not fantastic, but yeah, and there he is mounted as well. Absolutely lovely model. Really, really nice. Sorry, the focus is going crazy. And then next to him, we obviously have Gamling and the Royal Banner. Again, the white horse on there. And mounted. Substantially smaller force, or less models than my Gondor force. Then playing mostly cavalry, they're quite expensive. Over here we have Airmare, again the newer Airmare model. Absolutely stunning, absolutely beautiful. One of my favourite characters, and Karl Urban's actually one of my favourite actors. Basing probably needs redoing. I think it was just some bird sand and some flock, a little bit of tufts. It's mounted there with his throwing spear. I try and play WYSIWYG as much as possible, so what my models are armed with is what they have. And Dernhelm over here with the detachable Merry. Beautiful model. This was really, really fun to put together. And as you can see with where I said in a previous video, my edge highlights are stark. Oh boy, does it show on these. They are really, really bright. But again, you know, it was very early in coming back to the hobby, so. And their dismounts. And over here, Aragorn. He rides with my Rohan. Some very good for when wargs attack. And as a little bit of a side, I have the not painted, though I might actually try and paint these guys up this evening. I have the Gimli and Legolas mounted Again, good for when wargs attack. And also over here we have the when wargs attack Theoden, unarmored. So I might, if the weather allows me and my paint doesn't dry up too quickly, even on a wet palette, I might get these guys painted up soon. And then I will do a update video for you with them. I'll just move them off to the side for the moment. And here we have the bulk of the army. Only a few infantry, mainly used for dismounts. So we've got some javelin guys there. Some hand weapon shield guys here. And some archers there. But then the bulk is cavalry. So these guys here have red shields because they are going to be Erkenbrand's red shields. But every time I went to buy the Erkenbrand model, he was out of stock all the time, no matter where I tried looking for him. So I might try and have a look for him again. And then I'll do a model update once they're done, if I can get him, and once it's done. Selection of throwing spears and hand weapons there. Again, if you see on the back here, the really stark contrast. But I suppose, you know, like I said earlier, knowing what I know now, I could just put a glaze over that and just try and knock it down a bit. And it should be okay. Sorry for shaky hand cam. My gimbal decided to die on me halfway through recording. So yes, it is now on charge and hopefully be okay for the next video. These are just your standard riders of Rohan. Again, WYSIWYG, two guys there. Apparently their horses are painted, but they're not. I don't know where their painted riders have gone. Those guys are not stuck on. It's a selection there. If we look at these shields, you know, they definitely need touching up and stuff, but you know, that was younger Wrath. And then over here, some of my favorite looking models, the Rohan Royal Guard. Just unfortunately ridiculously expensive. I would love to have more of them, but I think they're close to £40 for three cavalrymen now, which is such a shame because they are such nice models. I know there are some third-party ones out there, and I think I'm going to have to print some off. I got these guys back when these were £8 for 3 of the foot versions, and the mounted guys were still like close to £30 for 3. I don't quite understand how adding a plastic horse to them puts their price up by like 22 quid. But you know, it is what it is. So I have 4 of them. I had 3 as what came in a pack, and then I was trolling eBay for the extra ones. I got some in the the old Battle for Middle Earth magazine by the Disgostny or something like that. I can't remember. And you could, you know, 6 years ago or so, get a magazine with one of these models for about £5. So whenever they came up, I did try and grab them, but other people were obviously doing the same. They're quite difficult to grab. But there is my Rohan force. Like I said, I may repaint them all. I've got the new Rohan infantry, which came with the starter set with the Dunlendings, and I know the new cavalry are out, and they are all beautiful models. So I might have to look at repainting these, or just keeping them as they are as a reminder of how far my paintings come. Let me know what you think, either way, down in the comments below. I hope you enjoyed the video, and I hope to catch you in the next one. Take care. Giraffe out.